Hey everyone, this is Beardo here, back with more modern age Batman history lessons. So when I left off yesterday, the inmates of Arkham Asylum had just been cut loose by Bane. They are out wreaking havoc on the city, and Batman is left to pick up the pieces. We, of course, are now today on with the Knightfall Saga. Now, I have done a very detailed chronicling of every single issue of Knightfall when I did my Countdown to the Dark Knight Rises videos. So for those of you guys who really want me to go into a lot of detail, I'm going to post a link down below to those videos so you can check those out. For today, this is going to be just kind of a day of showing off some fun covers, because as I said, I have shown these off before, and we're going to go through a lot of books today. We're going to go all the way through Knightfall, Night Quest, and finally Night's End. So everything kicks off with 492, and for those of you unfamiliar with the storyline, basically the whole first chunk of Knightfall is Batman taking on his rogues gallery one at a time as they're all set loose on Gotham all at once. He faces off with Zsasz, the Scarecrow and the Joker team up, you've got Poison Ivy in the mix. You know things are getting really bad when you see a cover like this with the Joker being pretty much beat to death by Batman, and you know that the breaking can't be far off. And of course we get that with issue 497, the breaking of the Batman. In the aftermath, Catwoman kind of gets involved as Bane is making his play for Gotham City. Batman enlists the help of Jean-Paul Valley, who we see here. Already he is redesigning the Batsuit. And then finally Jean-Paul Valley takes over proper with issue 500. The only thing more infamous than Jean-Paul Valley taking over as Batman has to be the costume he designs for himself, which you can see here on the cover of issue 501. And basically we're into Night Quest now. So Night Quest, in the Batman title, really is all about Jean-Paul Valley. You don't see Bruce Wayne really at all. You see Bruce Wayne mostly in Legends of the Dark Knight and Shadow of the Bat. In the meantime, basically Jean-Paul Valley is just out fighting crime, building his own rogues gallery that Doug Mensch sort of set up for him. And he becomes very infatuated with Catwoman, which leads him to sort of a moral crossroads because of his sort of religious roots and his sort of zealotry. He faces off with the villain Abattoir, who I think might be a Denny O'Neil creation. He's from a couple years before this. And then basically things continue as Jean-Paul Valley's mental state really starts to derail. He starts getting more and more brutal with people, and in issue 508, the last issue of Night's Quest as it is in the Batman title, you basically have him being directly responsible for the death of Abattoir and indirectly responsible for the death of all of the people that Abattoir have set up in the city in secret rooms, trapped, left to die. Now, in the last couple issues I'm going to show you guys, we're going to hit Night's End, and this is where Batman comes back. He trains with Lady Shiva in issue 509, and then finally, in issue 510, he begins his mega confrontation with the other Batman in town, Jean-Paul Valley, and then outside of the Batman title is where everything resolves. So that is basically Knightfall, Night Quest, Night's End in a short 3 or 4 minute wrap-up. Now again, if you want to see a lot more detail on these books and get into all the crossovers and everything that went along with it, be sure to check out that link below, because I do go into a lot of detail, a lot of video for you to watch down there in that link, so go check it out. Alright, this is Beardo signing off for today, back with more modern age books tomorrow.